Influencer marketing is a cornerstone of the marketing strategy of a lot of today's biggest brands. And influencer PR boxes play a big role. These boxes come chock full of the latest products sent by hopeful brands to influencers so they can promote these products to the masses. Influencer PR boxes with their extravagant packaging and wastefulness has broad implications on the way that we view consumption, especially in terms of hoarding behavior and the impact on the environment. Here's influencer Christy Howard unboxing a whopping 220 PR packages.
Well, this is where we begin.
I've got a couple things from Too Faced, which is what some of you are. A blurring blush. How cute, and I love this color. Damn, y'all love this. All the essentials for a smoky eye look. Liner. Ooh, waterproof eyeliner. And a mini shadow palette. The new bronzers, are you kidding me? These are their new bronzers and they're in little clutches. They're literally in little purses. Thank you so much, YesSoul. Obviously, I know it's YSL, y'all. Let me be a little creative, okay? Woo! Hydro jug. Now we're talking, baby. Oh yeah. Now y'all know I love me some red. How cute! I got 2 new tumblers. Really powering through them, y'all. This is from Sand and Sky. An apple bounce mask and a pink clay face mask. I love apple. I want to see what this is all. Oh my gosh. Look how cutie patootie that is. I'm a
Here's a bunch of influencers who were sent entire mini fridges filled with Gisou makeup and skincare products that would take years to use up, at which time most of these products would be well past their expiration date. Here's influencer Manny MUA unboxing a giant life-size lipstick from MAC filled with confetti and countless makeup products. Here's another giant life-size lipstick, this time from Charlotte Tilbury.
Yo, this is beautiful. Look how big this is. Oh my god, it's like half my body, but I'm gonna open it for the first time with you guys because I want to see what's inside. Some brands really go all out with their packaging, and Charlotte Tilbury is definitely one of them because look how beautiful this is.
Just where is this confetti and elaborate packaging going after the camera stopped rolling? To a landfill near you, to an ocean near you, to the contaminated air supply near you. Let's unpack the truth behind influencer PR boxes and the normalization of hoarding. Influencer public relations or PR boxes are packages sent by brands to influencers as part of their marketing strategies aimed at leveraging the influencer's reach and credibility to promote products. On its face, nothing wrong with it. These boxes often contain new or existing products which brands hope will be featured in the influencer's social media content to reach a broader audience. Often when you see that a brand is launching a new product, they send these PR packages to influencers, and it's important to note that the packages that influencers get are not the same packages that the normal consumer gets. Obviously, they're trying to make an impression. They're trying to show these influencers that they're special. So they give them specially packaged items. So influencers are often on what's called PR lists, thousands of influencers who are on these lists that these brands put these really special packages together for. The primary purpose of these PR boxes is promotional. They're designed to generate excitement and buzz, and they encourage online discussions about the products to ultimately drive sales up. Brands invest in really ornate and dramatic packaging to make unboxing experiences look visually appealing and share-worthy on social media. But this emphasis on aesthetics is extremely wasteful. There's often excessive layers of wrapping and non-recyclable materials and elaborate designs that serve no purpose beyond the initial unboxing video. It's like brands are competing for the Oscar for most dramatic packaging.
Look at this from LA Girl. So many colors. My first concealer I ever got was from LA Girl, so thank you so much.
This is so egregious because most people can only wear a couple of different shades of concealer. Just why does she need every shade? Like, what is this white woman going to do with the shade Ebony? I would love to know. All of this elaborate packaging is so deeply unnecessary. We're talking ribbons and glitter and more plastic than you can shake a stick at. All for what? A 15-second spot on an Instagram story? So much of this is single-use plastic and not biodegradable. Both millennials and Gen Z grew up watching these elaborate influencer unboxings, and it normalized hoarding in ways that I couldn't even imagine. The unboxing genre started with tech products back in 2006 when a company called the Aradius Media Network filmed the first unboxing of the Nokia E61 cell phone. Google Trends shows that the interest in the term unboxing began in late 2006 and has increased steadily since then. Why do we love to watch unboxings? Well, it's because viewers experience the thrill and the pleasure of opening new products without having to purchase them themselves. It's a way to live through someone else's experience. There's also the anticipation and surprise. The anticipation of seeing what's inside the box and the surprise element of the reveal provide excitement and joy, which is akin to opening a present at Christmas or your birthday. There's also social proof. Seeing others unbox a product validates your own desire to own it. There's also community and belonging, because under late-stage capitalism, we're all very lonely. Watching unboxing videos fosters a sense of belonging to a community of like-minded individuals who share similar interests and passions. And then there's also information and education. Unboxing videos provide detailed information about a product, helping potential buyers to make informed decisions. Of course, as we talk about frequently on this channel, there's also the material desire. Unboxing videos cater to consumer culture, where acquiring and showcasing new products is highly valued. They tap into the innate human desire for new and novel items. And it's of course aspirational. Watching unboxing videos allows viewers to aspire to own luxury or high-end products that they may not be able to afford immediately themselves or ever. I don't think there's a single one of us who's never watched an unboxing video to find out what a product looks like, if we should buy it, how much it costs, what are the specs, what are the features. I think that it's actually a really great communal tool to actually educate people on different products that might enhance their lives. If we were talking 1 to 2 products a month that was being showcased, that would be fine. If we were talking products that were packaged sustainably, that would be fine. But with these PR boxes, that is not the case. There are tons of products, tons of waste, and tons of environmental degradation. Viewers seeing influencers constantly receiving and opening boxes full of products is the reason why that level of consumption is now seen as normal and aspirational. I mean, just look at the comments under some of these viral PR unboxing videos. My new goal in life is to get this PR package. Literally my dream to receive PR like this. This is why I want to be an influencer. Nowadays, the #1 profession that young people, that the kids that Gen Alpha are aspiring to want to do is be influencers. So with this new generation of children wanting to grow up and do just what they saw influencers doing on their smartphones growing up, for me, even though I don't consider myself to be an influencer, I consider myself to be a content creator, but not an influencer. I do try to raise awareness in this cacophony of waste and overconsumption. And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of other people who also do amazing work in this regard too. But I like to ring that alarm so that if there are Gen Alpha kids who are growing up and aspiring to be influencers, they need to know that you can influence people without promoting waste, without ruining the planet in the process. How can we not normalize a culture of excess and debauchery and wastefulness? And this sets unrealistic expectations because unlike influencers, we actually have to pay for our own products.
Unpopular opinion, but it is not normal to have 10 mascaras, 30 foundations, 100 lip liners. That is not normal. That is overconsumption. It is normal to have 1, maybe 2 max of each beauty, makeup, or hair care product. It is not normal to have bins and drawers filled with product. When I tell you with my whole heart and my whole chest that the overconsumption of makeup or any beauty product in general is a direct reflection and cause influencers and influencer marketing 1000%. So many women and girls see these content creators and influencers showing 10 of their favorite concealers, 10 of their favorite blushes. They feel like they're missing out. They have a sense of FOMO that they need to go buy and try all of these makeup products in order to look like these beauty influencers or these content creators, when in reality, these content creators and influencers are not paying for any of it. This is from brands sending them PR, gifted collabs, whatever it might be. They are not paying for the makeup that they're showing you, but then they're telling you to go buy it. But you know damn well they wouldn't be buying all that makeup and all that product if it was on their credit card. You know that for damn sure, but they're telling you to do it. I just think there's so much wrong within the beauty community and influencing in general.
There is no way that these influencers would be advertising these products if they had to pay for them with their own money. There are even some influencers who are coming forward saying that they've taken their names off of PR lists because even they are fed up with receiving so many unnecessary products.
Taking myself off of PR lists might have been the greatest thing I did for my life. I've been on social media for over 10 years. In that time, I have been put on a lot of PR lists. Now look, I know some people really enjoy influencer PR unboxing videos, but for me, because I lived that life, something about it just feels very dystopian. And listen, I'm not one to speak. I'm not claiming to be the Lord and Savior, but when you are a content creator, there's literally 100 different avenues for how you can receive PR. And when you first start out and you start getting all this free shit sent to your house, it's obviously exciting. You know, you're getting sent makeup from brands you didn't know about. You're getting sent clothes from brands you didn't know about, skincare. I mean, how could you not be excited about that? But the thing about PR gifting, suddenly you'll open the front door to your house and you'll just see a box the size of Texas parked on your porch. I didn't order anything the size of Texas. What is this? Was ist das? Open it, and it's this random ass gluten-free pretzel brand from North Dakota that randomly found your address. This bitch is filled with confetti, balloons, a waterproof speaker for some reason, a pair of socks with pretzels all over them, some sort of reusable water bottle because they always want to throw that shit in. And now it's your problem to do something with all this. So what are you going to do? It always starts off the same. You put the pretzel socks in your sock drawer, you put the reusable cup in the kitchen, and it's all fun and games until the next year of your life you realize your entire house is filled with 72 waterproof speakers, 107 reusable water bottles, 200 pairs of polyester socks with a bunch of random pantry foods on them. This isn't fun anymore. I went through that initial phase of denial for a couple years where I was just like, I don't want to donate this immediately after getting it because that just feels so wasteful. I tried giving anything I didn't need to my friends, but even then, I quickly ran out of friends that needed this stuff. So eventually I did what every influencer does, and I devoted a section of my house to all of this stuff. This room ruined my life. It showed a side of myself that I never want to become. It literally turned into a hoarding room. I definitely grew up in a home that used buying things and collecting things as a coping mechanism for trauma. I saw 100% the mental impact of what this does to a person or family. I decided at a very young age I would never live like that. I would never have attachment to material things like that. But suddenly here I was with a hoarding room filled with makeup, bags, skincare, clothes, pretzels, and I just didn't know what to do. It just felt like a big landfill in my house that I just didn't know how to control. And every time I would try to control it, it would just come back bigger and bigger. And that's when I realized it was time to take myself off the PR list. I felt so weird doing it, and I definitely severed ties with brands that I could have gotten paid a lot from. My mental health was worth far more than having my house feel like a shopping mall. I only stayed on PR lists of brands that I actually used and loved. Moral of the story, people underestimate how good it feels to not have the stress of material things taking up any space in your mind, let alone material things that you didn't even ask for. As an influencer, you have this incredibly unnatural ability to literally receive more materialistic items than anyone on this planet could ever begin to know what to do with. Just because you have this ability doesn't mean you have to use it.
If you work in influencer marketing, I need you to listen to me right now. Stop sending giant PR boxes with perishable items in them, with every single color of a concealer, with a million different bikinis, in these giant boxes with other additional merch that no one wants or uses. It isn't good for you as a brand. It doesn't work in terms of sales, seeing an unboxing anymore. It is not 2019. It also isn't good for the environment. That's my biggest issue, is that I'm left with piles of rubbish every single week. I got a PO box to avoid this, and all that's happened is that these things keep coming in. I'm grateful for them, but if you're gonna send me things, please just send me things, just the item, with minimal packaging. It's so bad for the environment. I can't do anything with a giant cardboard box or a giant plastic box that is branded with a giant brand across the top of a fast fashion brand that I've never even communicated with. How are you getting my address? How? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't work. It's bad for the environment. It's waste.
I think both brands and influencers bear responsibility for this wasteful promotion of products. Obviously, a big part of the onus is on the actual brands themselves because these brands are not focused on what's best for the environment. They could care less. They're focused on marketing their products so that they can make more money off of the products. As author Victor Wallace puts it, you can't make the decisions necessary for the health of the environment on the basis of profit calculations. At the root of the problem is that protecting the environment is just not compatible with capitalism. Churning out these elaborate PR packages for marketing to achieve greater profit means that you have to produce a large sum of them as quickly as possible. And now fossil fuels has entered the chat. Let's dive a little bit deeper on how PR packages harm the planet. Elaborate PR packages are typically designed to stand out, featuring vibrant colors, unique shapes, and multiple layers of material to enhance the unboxing experience for the viewer's pleasure. The production of these packages often requires a variety of materials, including plastics, papers, inks, adhesives, each carrying their own environmental footprint. The transient nature of PR packages designed for single use before disposal significantly contributes to waste accumulation. Most of these packages are not recycled, but end up in landfills, where they can take up to decades to decompose. Even if they're made from recyclable materials, the complex construction of these packages often renders them unsuitable for recycling. For instance, packages that combine different materials such as paper fused with plastic or metallic finishes complicate the recycling process, leading to their rejection at recycling facilities. Aside from the waste that they produce, the disposal of PR packaging can lead to various forms of pollution, chemical dyes, laminates, and other treatments that are used to make this packaging look more attractive can leach toxic substances into the environment when they break down in landfills, potentially contaminating the soil and waterways. According to the World Health Organization, air pollution accounts for 7 million instances of people losing their lives annually. Key pollutants such as particulate matter, nitrogen dioxide, and sulfur dioxide are linked to increased risks of stroke, heart disease, lung cancer, and chronic respiratory diseases. The link between overconsumption and environmental degradation and health is clear. And unfortunately, poorer communities bear the brunt of this. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees estimates that climate-related displacement affects millions each year, with poorer countries and poorer communities disproportionately impacted. Fossil fuels and greenhouse gases are poisoning and driving extreme weather events that disproportionately affect poorer countries who contribute the least, by the way, and who do not have the infrastructure to handle them. Many of us have been conditioned to be desensitized from the pain and suffering of poorer Black and brown bodies because so much of Western media has othered these populations, portraying them as being uncivilized. So it's easier to turn a blind eye to people that we perceive as already being a lost cause. But that pain and suffering is directly caused by Western dominance and hoarding of resources, and it's affecting us domestically too, which is why we all have our parts to play in ameliorating these conditions. Even though the majority of the onus should be on these corporations and the influencers themselves who are getting rich off of this as well, there are some steps that we can take as consumers as well. As consumers, we can be a little bit more critical about the consumption norms that are presented through social media. We can choose to support influencers who promote sustainability. I think we should do everything that we can to support brands that are genuinely committing to sustainability. And we need to be looking beyond greenwashing. And whenever possible, because as I talked about last week, obviously we live under these systems, so we have to participate in them to some degree to get our essential items and essential goods. But a lot of these products that they're promoting in these PR packages are non-essential. So whenever possible, try to support smaller companies, try to support local businesses. Watch out for vague claims like eco-friendly, because that's arbitrary. What does that mean? How are you eco-friendly? Organizations like Greenpeace and the Environmental Working Group often publish findings on companies' environmental practices, so that's a great place to start. I personally love working with smaller brands as opposed to large corporations who are just trying to have as much output as humanly possible, as quickly as possible to get it on the shelves. If you truly care about communities and collective liberation, protecting our planet at all costs is a part of that. The more that we divorce ourselves from the aesthetics of wealth, the more that we divorce ourselves from the notion that the more we have, the more we are, the more we can preserve our environment, preserve our planet to make a better future. Because, and this is a little bit trite and a little bit corny, but I think the best thing that we can unbox is a better future. If there was no demand for it, there would be no supply for it. Brands discontinue things all the time based on them not selling. If people are not buying them, there will be no need for them to create these products. If influencers are taking themselves off of these PR lists, there's no incentive for the brands to send them to them. I think it's so important to curate what you watch and be mindful of the media that you consume, because I believe greatly in the idea that you are what you consume. And resisting this culture of greed, that's going to start a revolution. But I would love to hear from you all in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on this influencer unboxing epidemic that we've seen over the past several years? I would love to hear from you all. And if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it and you want more content like this, definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you want to follow me on some of my social media platforms to see what I'm up to outside of YouTube, you can follow me. They're all down here, as well as my Patreon. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all next time.